Hello, my name is Sackett. We are playing Road to the Worrier 3. And what I want to do today, I want to do a little bit of experimenting. I want to do a little bit of cleanup. The place looks terrible. A couple things on the mind. Now, I did grab ourselves another test tube full of blood. There's a drowned up there. That's delightful. Now we're going to try out some things. I don't know if they work or not. I also don't really know how to do them. We're going to see if we can upgrade this forge to the next tier. Now I think all that will do for us, it will hold more of all the things, like these buffers will be bigger, I think. But we're going to find out. It might be scrap like this, and then crystals like so. And then I think we just... No. Shift click? No. Alright, I moved him around. I don't think we know what we're doing here. Okay, we still don't know if it works or not, because we're missing the central ingredient. We need a little edelwood. I think we'll put it right here in the middle. Okay, let's try switching these around. I think I had them right the first time. Okay, I don't think it works in this version. Forbidden Arcanus is, it's a work in progress. It shows so much promise. It's all beautiful. But what we were doing doesn't seem like it's going to work. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to make another Eternal Stele. That does work. And is awesome. Because we want to put it on our ore miner Marid. Our poor ore miner has been working hard. That at least showed it. The other thing didn't show it. But we have to keep mending it up, and I would much rather have it be just indestructible. Now, all we gotta do is come over here to our good old... It is a smithing table, right? And this will take it. Yeah, it'll take it. Like so. We might have to mend this up all the way. Okay, when I took mending off it, it works fine. And now we can see it's an eternal Master Miner Marid. Now another thing I want to make is the Everlasting Guilty Pool. We will need some shimmer rock for this. And we'll need a rod of the Bifrost. There we go. I thought we had one of those. I guess we don't. Here we go. Other than that, though... Oh, we can just make it with, No, that doesn't do anything. Oh, we need a regular mana pool. That's fine. Let's do just that. And then we'll want another egg. Very nice. And all that other stuff just like we had last time. Now, of course, we're going to need more nether stars. I did move forward one. I guess like we already learned. And now it looks like they stand up on their tails, basically. I feel like it didn't used to work that way. But we should be able to just deal with it pretty easily. And with the Beheading 4, we came out of that with more Wither Skulls than when we started. So, there's that. Alright, just about ready. There it goes. Not the fastest thing in the world. But, I mean, we could speed it up. Oh, we gotta repair all this out here. It's in terrible shape. But, know, this means we're gonna have unlimited mana downstairs. There we go. And there it is. Never have to throw black lotuses in there again. Now, another thing this means is that we could upgrade this to S tier probably relatively fast. And with this thing, we also have a use for a dispersive spark augment. This will fill up our greatest band of mana as we're just standing. Pretty good range on it. Okay, so it's like 2 days later, and I'm stuck in a chair. There we go. I guess you don't stay seated, but you do, I don't know. Whatever happened. Anyway, you'll notice some change. We still got this visual glitch, too. I gotta do something about that. The shelves are there. I don't know what to do about the visual glitch. I can't place it? There we go. Of course I couldn't place it. There's a block there. Much better. Anyway, I've been cleaning up around the base and doing some other stuff. I thought that I recorded it, but that didn't happen. The reason is, ever since I got my computer back from the shop, they didn't really do much to it. Still has all the problems it had before, and it has some new ones. It appears that during shipping, what happened to it when I got sick may have shaken loose, but basically, if I am going to want to have the, well, how do I put this? If the computer goes to sleep, I can't wake it back up without shutting it down from the power strip, because all of the USB ports are kind of hosed, except for one, which I'm using for something else. So you can't wake it up from sleep, really. So you've got to hard shut it down, and then turn it off at the power strip to get it to stop doing. And I did that. I, started it up Sunday morning and forgot to turn OBS on. So anyway, I didn't record all this stuff, but we'll go over what I did real quick and then we'll do some more. The main thing I did to the base is I finished a lot of these spaces that were unfinished. This was all just like raw stone down here in the hallway. This was up one level, which, it needed to be down because I just threw it in here real fast. I did learn for sure 2 things about the Hephaestus Forge. First of all, it is not upgradable in this version for sure. It is just not. The other thing that I learned is that if you have anything in the Hephaestus Forge, like right now we have 200 Oriole gathered from the arcane crystal obelisks, and you break any part of the multi-block. First of all, because there's no multi-block, the Hephaestus Forge is not accessible. But when you rebuild the multi-block, oh, it didn't happen that time. It's all still there. Anyway, I lost everything that was in the forge. It wasn't a big deal. Maybe I don't know as much about how it happened as I thought. But I was experimenting with some different palettes. I do really like the Darkstone. It was a little plain. So we added the sconces from Ars Nouveau. Now, in this version, there's only one, but they work great. What you need to do to get the Mage Light to place properly, you gotta use some version of touch light. We have projectile light, and it was, out in the middle of the block. It looked silly. But once I did a touch light, it was no big deal. Now over here, I experimented with Edelwood on Jasper and Calcite on Jasper. The plain Edelwood plank texture is wonderful. It's like a warmer dark oak. I think it looks great. The arcane planks, I would like better if his texture was connected. And it was just a big square going around the edge, but that's not what they do. They do make nice detail pieces. I think a bunch of it all together like this does not look very good, but I'm probably not going to change it, because how often are we going to come down here? Calcite, you basically can't go wrong, I have learned. Calcite is like the new Uber block in vanilla Minecraft. It goes with everything. And then, of course, we have a nice little hallway here in Crimson, and then a different style than the stairs and hall down here, where we have warped as the major color. I also cleaned up down here. This is Aurum. Now the planks change color very slowly and kind of subtly, but if you watch it for a second, you can see it happen. It's the stripped logs and the regular logs that give the particle effects, and I think they look really nice. Like, when used in moderation. This is a good amount, I think. I have built an entire tower out of this stuff, and it is, hello, is there some... Oh, that's that guy. This guy sometimes makes regular zombie noises, and he makes me think I got a zombie loose. Also, we cleaned up in here and experimented with some vanilla palettes with the black stone and the gilded black stone against polished basalt, which I think looks great. And then I'm trying to use more concrete powder in builds. I think concrete powder is seriously underrated, at least I've been underrating it. Because it's got such nice color and texture. Many people are saying, blah, 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 blah. I also moved things around down here. Hello. What do you got? You got bull hockey. That's what you got. I moved stuff around down here. We've got all the Ars Nouveau stuff back here now. Kept all this because I like this. And I'm starting to put in a kind of little basement living room down here with some couches. Now this blackboard from Supplementaries, it's the normal recipe. That's not how you see it. No changes to it. You don't need, like, Alf quartz or anything. But, you can draw on this thing, and it's really cool, and you can erase on this thing, and it's also really cool. I also think it looks exactly like a flat screen TV. So we got that. We got a little console here. We got the remote. Sit down here and chill out. Put some more paintings up. The one I thought was really cool. I mean, dogs playing poker is always cool. But look at this one. Somebody did like a nice pixel art version of the concept art from what will probably go down in history as the last adventurous Minecraft live ever, where a certain element showed us why we can't have nice things. Anyway, that's not all we did. I moved the suits of armor up to the attic, as yet they're the only thing. Up here we'll probably have more. Also, containment jars and the ritual of containment. So these recipes are changed. The ritual isn't, but the jar itself, you just need a couple of things. You need monster balls, alf glass, archwood slabs. So these are fascinating. They are much more than I thought they were. If you've been watching my FTB fan series, you have probably seen that. First and foremost, a Drigme can interact with the mobs in the jar as though they were placed in the world. There are a bunch of mobs that do stuff in the jars. You could use these just like we use the trader blocks from Easy Villagers. You right-click it. There's a GUI. You can trade. It's exactly the same sort of thing. And there's more they do. I guess if we catch an Ender Dragon, we could have a never-ending supply of Dragon's Breath. And like I said, the ritual is just to use the tablet. That's no big whoop. I dug a little hole down here. This is where we've been using the Ritual of Containment. You'll notice I have a simple grave down here and some source. The reason is we've got all those mobs in those familiar capsules, and every time we're able to pray, which we aren't able to do right now because, I even made a different onk, but it's all the timer is on the player. We can use the containment jars to pick up all those mobs. Now, by itself, it's 1 tablet of containment per capture. However, if you have source near the ritual, for another 5% of a source jar, it'll capture another one. So theoretically, you could do 21 mobs with a single tablet of containment. Now, it is worth noting that if you want to get the mobs out of the jars, you want to use Touch Dispel on the jar. I did something wrong. What are we, short an alpha class here? Short an alpha class. The recipe for the containment jar. It's not bad. So yeah, we can see here, chickens will lay eggs from the jars, sheep can be sheared, cows can be milked, blazes will take them into a light source. Jarred allies. Yeah, so, this is the one I'm curious about, because what? Now, one thing that I learned is that if you have villagers in it, it's a real village. The number of villagers you have in the jars count as villagers in the village, and you will, you'll run into trouble if you're trying to breed in vanilla style. If you get enough of them, you'll need more beds. So, if that's what you're doing, I recommend Easy Villagers for all your villager goofing needs. Now, the other thing I did, just for laughs, and also because I thought it might be awesome, it was not quite as awesome as I was hoping, but it's pretty awesome, is we made an airplane. We have the immersive aircraft in the pack. I haven't done anything with it. There are a couple things that this pack can make. There's like airships, or the mod, I mean to say, but the main thing is the biplane. The hull's expensive, the engine's expensive, and the upgrades, which we have, are also expensive. They look fantastic, though. Look at this thing. It's like, if somebody tried to make a really dangerous looking small plane in Minecraft, this is what it would look like. So, there are upgrades for them. I have the ones we made. Let's just hop in here. Now we have here sturdy pipes. They give you more engine power. We got 4 possible upgrade slots. We got improved landing gear. They're pretty cheap. Industrial gears, not too bad. The nether engine, though, a little more expensive. And you need fuel. There it is. You can put rockets in there. Now, one thing I learned. We're going to start her up here. Let's see. You hold down spacebar, you get it going, and then by default, S yaws you up, and W kind of angles you down. I don't know if I'm using yaw in the right way. But once you get moving with this thing, yeah. Like, I mean, come on, right? And, it's a little faster than the broom. It's a little tougher to land. I was kind of hoping for a seaplane, but, Look at this thing turn. Like, they did a great job with this mod. Like, you know, 100% great success, no notes. You can also put a banner in it that I burned in the fuel slot on accident. But that displays on the tops of the top wing, so that's really cool. But we're gonna slow down, and we're gonna see if I can do the one thing which I have as yet failed to do, which is land safely. And spoiler alert, no, I can't. Now also, in case I've missed recording that too, we did make the, the creative mana pool. The everlasting guilty pool from Tanya. It's similar to all the creative item recipes. You need to have the infrastructure to have the materials. You need to be able to make this stuff. So we did that. It's hooked up downstairs. And you know we're going to try to catch a dragon. Like, that's just... I don't even know what would happen if we catch the dragon. Now, let's see. We're going to put down... where are we going to do this? Probably right on the pillar when all these end crystals have gone away. I hope the dragon doesn't blow it up. It might. Is it going to bring it down? Never pay a whole lot of attention to exactly how that works. So what we ought to do is get our brazier here. We're going to put the source jar right underneath it. And just in case we end up catching some endermans or something, we're going to put more than one down. That's also what the source jar is for. I am not too particularly confident about my ability to be careful here. We're going to turn that on. It sounds like she's coming down. Maybe. Alright, well we can just go take these out real quick. Yes, yes. She'll probably head down if we do this. Actually, I do want to leave a few of them. Let's see if we can get her to go down without taking them all out. Am I stretching out the episode? Maybe a little. Okay, there she goes. Is that gonna be close enough? Certainly is. Alright. So, things we've learned. We still got a boss bar. Unsurprisingly, the portal did not light. Not that that's going to stop us from getting back and forth. It's kind of funny, though. These will pick up any entity, by the way. Like, it picked up the torch. Didn't really need it to pick up the torch. Let's pop those down and get rid of them. There we go. Yeah, regular right-clicking spins things around. Then you can shift right-click and it's all fine. One thing, they don't seem to stack properly, all of them, after you've used them. Some of them seem to work just fine. So, I don't know. But I don't know if that's a glitch, but as glitches, you know, as modern mechanics go, just being able to catch an Ender Dragon just straight up like that, that's hilarious. Wait a minute, there's another one? Huh. Alright, well I'm gonna kick her butt so we can relight the portal. I think we're gonna pop her right down here. That's fine. Now I should be able to spin her around. No, maybe that only works with items. There she is. Tiny little gal. Now we'll see what, if anything, the Drigme gets us. And I want to test bottles. I don't know how often you can do this. Okay. Alright. So the answer to how much can you get, the answer is enough. Okay, well, definitely dragon skin from irons. I don't know what else we'll get. We'll find out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these are what you use to make all the super fancy Draco Arcana stuff. That is gonna come in handy in another pack that I'm playing. I guess the next obvious question is, can we catch a wither in this thing? We're about to find out. Get out of the way. Turn the sound down so we don't all have our eardrums burst. Get the things right. Oh, we're gonna need a jar too. There we go. So let's see. Get out of its way here. Raise. Alright. The brazier. There's our containment jar. Oh my gosh. Okay, these are beyond overpowered. I love it. Does this mean we're just gonna get a fountain of nether stars? Look at it, it's like injured. That's hilarious. Hey, buddy. Let's find out. Well, I'll tell you, among other things, those boys have officially given us an arcane essence farm. I don't know what else it's gonna give us, but we'll see. If this is actually a ticket to nether stars, then every pack with Ars Nouveau in it has changed for me forever. So I let that run for a little while. I didn't see any. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. It's no big deal. I mean, that would be so comically overpowered. I actually don't have a problem not getting nether stars from a wither. I know if we do, I might actually add it to the Drigme's blacklist, which is a thing. But, you know, for now, I'm just a decorative boy. And all the dragon scales are kind of a big deal. But I think we're going to call it here. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.